So just recently I did a video on Spy Kids 3, and I'm telling you, all these movies should give any aspiring screenwriter a huge confidence boost, okay? I mean, this dude made movies that look like this and literally make no sense, and he's had an incredibly lucrative career. So follow your dreams, kids. Now on that note, just recently Netflix released the newest entry in the Spy Kids franchise, Spy Kids: Armageddon. Now, as someone whose job it is to make fun of kids movies, I mean, you know I was right there front and center, okay? I've seen almost every Spy Kids movie, almost every Wimpy Kid movie, every episode of Riverdale. Come on, I'm invincible at this point. But I'll tell you right now, trust me, y'all are not ready for this movie. So what do you say we take a walk and check out the new Netflix Spy Kids reboot? But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Scentbird. If you ever find yourself suddenly learning that your parents have been the international super spies behind your back the whole time, then you might as well smell good while you do it, you know what I mean? Well, Scentbird can help you with that. Scentbird is a service that's reimagining everything about how people discover, shop for, buy, and experience fragrances. For about $17 a month, you get to try new luxury brand fragrances of your choosing, from Tom Ford to Gucci, and they even have more niche brands like Heretic and Skylar, and tons more than I could ever list here. All you gotta do is sign up using my code, Meyers, and you're gonna get 55% off your first month, so that means it's only like $7, and then you get to pick which luxury fragrance you want or answer some questions and discover new brands of fragrances you might have never found otherwise. Scentbird sent me 3 different fragrances in these cool bottles they have that actually have quite a lot in them, okay? The tubes they send you have about 30 days worth of uses, so you really get to try out the scents and see how you actually feel about them. So these 3 are the ones they sent me, and all of them are pretty much exactly the kinds of scents I personally would actually wear. Golden Gardenia I think would be great for when you go to a fancy dinner, you know, somewhere like Applebee's. Dirty Peach just smells great anywhere, anytime, honestly. I mean, I might put this on just to play through some Baldur's Gate 3. And Lime Sands I think is perfect for a first or second date, you know, when your date's crossing the street but they don't see the car coming, so you pull them close and save their life, and then they're all like, oh my goodness, you smell like limes. So if you want to start getting into fragrances, or you just want to try out some new luxury scents to add to your collection, click my link down below and use the code Meyers, and you're gonna get 55% off your first month. Now, this is only available in the US and Canada right now, but still, if you're interested, check it out. Okay, back to the show.
Rat thick skull, don't let me down.
You know, back in my day, a card up the sleeve was called cheating.
Morning, Dad. I'm just learning a new magic trick.
Oh, is that right?
I never cheat. I use creative sportsmanship.
So this is one of our main characters, Tony, who's all about being slick and getting into stuff and breaking rules. And we also have his sister, Patty, who's the total opposite.
Don't you like your overnight outs?
Blame your dad.
Excuse me, what's going on here? Computers, games, devices are only allowed between 4 and 6 p.m. We know this.
Oh, okay, you're one of those anti-fun parents. All right, cool, got it. All right, kids, time for your daily allotted, non-bankable 2 hours of happiness.
Boop. I need your permission to download it.
I'm very impressed with how honest you are, sweetheart.
Yep. I always want to be super honest. Just like you.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those important coming-of-age moments in every kid's life when you realize that your parents had an entire life before you, you know, and now they're desperately pretending like none of that ever happened. Hey, Mom, what was college like? You know, just in my dorm room a lot. Studying. Oh, yeah, sure, totally. Now, you might be shocked to hear this, okay, but these 2 here are actually secret spies who do cool secret spy stuff. And they've been hiding this the whole time from their kids, who thankfully have never bothered to ask how these 2 can afford a house that looks like the place where that dude from 365 Days lived.
Happy anniversary. Operation Fireball.
How could I possibly forget our greatest mission yet?
We also promised that it was this anniversary we were finally gonna tell our kids that we're spies.
Ah, yes, the classic tell your 9-year-old kid that you're a secret spy clause. Right, the most trustworthy age when they will definitely not tell their entire class immediately. But before they can do that, they get called into work, and it seems that someone has infiltrated the secret OSS server room. And instead of just handling this themselves, they call in these 2 who have to drive 45 minutes to get there.
Video games are never a real challenge. Wait, what's this? Defeat the Heck Knight to gain access.
Armageddon really does break into anything.
I wonder if this information might be important later. But turns out this Heck Knight is real, and he's right there in the server room, just doing whatever he does.
Armageddon is mine to claim.
Heck Knight, more like Heck and Chonk Knight. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Look at his little feet. What are those little feet doing? Look at him go. So then we flash sideways back over to Tony and Patty. Now, Tony is playing in this card game tournament thing to win a copy of the hottest, newest video game around.
This is the final round of our trading card tournament. The winner will receive a free copy of High Score. which of course is the sequel to the mega hit video game Low Score.
High Score? High Score? That's the best you could come up with? We had Game Over, and now we have High Score and Low Score. Hey, it's a video game. Do you get it, kids? It's like how every video game podcast has some dumb name like Joystick Wiggle. Anyway, so Tony wins by using the card he put in his sleeve earlier in the movie, and then for some reason he shows all the kids a documentary about the maker of this video game, because like that's something that all these 8-year-old kids would definitely care about.
My latest game, High Score, is made using my new flawless design method. That's a glitch right there. Using my proprietary
VR pods.
I'm able to design and improve the game from the inside.
Oh, we're doing VR video games again. He can make the game from inside the game, everybody. What does that even mean? Doesn't matter. Anyway, so that night, he and Patty sneak through their giant Italian mafia house to the game room and download High Score so they can start playing it right at midnight.
Worst idea ever. We're gonna get so busted.
Dad changes his passcode every day.
What now?
I found this in his desk earlier.
That just says from cinnamon and ginger, and then there's a phone number for something called a urologist. Anyway, so they download the game in about 30 seconds, okay, no day one patches. They don't have to accept like 8 different end user agreements. It's incredible. And then they finally boot up the game of their dreams.
One button press away.
Okay, do it. No, wait, don't do it.
Welcome to High Score. Reach the end of the world and defeat the last player standing to win the crown.
I love how this game just tells you the entire game first thing. Hey kids, welcome to Fortnite. You're about to enter the game lobby where you're gonna learn all the best slurs. Anyway, Tony plays for a while and suddenly things start getting a little weird.
Who said that only good people can beat his games?
I am good.
That's not what I meant. If you cheat like a rat, you will lose like a rat, for real. There's something wrong with this game.
Yeah, never mind. I take back everything I just said. Of course it doesn't even work without like 3 different day one patches. Gaming was so much better in the 90s.
Oh, mama. Hey, what's the hair, man?
Video games literally have never gotten better than this.
I know that face.
Yeah, so turns out the maker of the game made this game so that he could use it to break into Tony's parents' house server thing through their PS5 and steal the magic code that can break into anything, as we were very explicitly told earlier. Why is their secret spy server on the same Wi-Fi as the PS5? Who knows, you know? But one thing's for sure is that no matter how ubiquitous video games get, no one in Hollywood will ever actually play one, apparently. It's like 2000s Disney Channel logic where computers and the World Wide Web can just do like literally anything you want it to. 2023, we're still doing this. Anyway, so the very next morning, our main characters come to learn that the entire world has been taken over by this High Score video game.
Early this morning, large populations of the world are suddenly being forced to play games in order to gain access to their daily life. Reports show people are being locked in or out of their smart cars, smart homes, and they have to complete fantasy game tasks to unlock even the simplest device.
Oh, do you get it, everybody? It's about how our lives are controlled by technology. Do you get it? They can't do anything on their own because of technology. I think Robert Rodriguez watched like 1.5 episodes of Black Mirror and then just had like the biggest epiphany. Guys, you'll never guess what I just thought of. What if there was technology, but like, it turns evil? Whoa! And then right after this, suddenly, just out of nowhere, the house gets attacked by, let's see here, magic Aztec zombie monsters.
Someone else is in control.
Go to the corner.
These are all enemies from High Score.
Yes, of course, because the magic code from the game, right? He stole it, and then now the video game is in the real world. Obviously, that makes sense. Yeah, sure, let's just copy straight from Spy Kids 3. I mean, you know, it worked for the Mario movie. Anyway, so our main characters escape through a series of secret doors and hallways to the secret car garage, where the parents get into, like, this, like, cool convertible thing, and they throw the kids into the most dangerous-looking, like, no doors, no windows, just a little go-kart right on the highway, which, of course, they steer by using a Nintendo Switch Lite. Just like why? Anyway, so they tell their kids to go to a secret safe house place. They put the coordinates in the car, you know, but then it takes them to like the middle of nowhere.
Now let's just hope this safe house is actually safe.
Wait a second. I'm about to be really smart.
You know, every time I've ever said that, I was about to do the dumbest thing imaginable. Whenever I do this certain behavior around this girl, she seems to not like it very much. So what if I doubled down and did it so much that I annoy her until she has to pay attention to me? Haha, yes, I am very smart.
I think Mom and Dad are spies.
No way.
Your full name, please.
Patricia Angelita Sorrow Feliz Rayanen Tango Torres. Antonio Joaquin Cecilio Rogue Amadeus Tango Torres.
Oh, we're doing the Spy Kids 1 thing with the funny long names.
Carmen Elizabeth Juanita Ecosca Brava Cortez.
Junior Rocky Racer Rebel Cortez.
This, of course, is a reference to Mr. Rodriguez's real-life kids who have names like Race Car and like Preparation H or something, I don't know. Now, once they say their full names, they're granted access to this like safe house bunker thing.
Your father and I are spies. In the meantime, choose your activity. There's comfort for sleep.
Wait, what was that? This is literally just a bunk bed? It's like that one N64 kid. But like it's just these totally normal bunk beds. So just like with the first Spy Kids movie, this safe house contains a bunch of cool spy stuff like laser beam training and robot hands. And of course we have the super secret How to Be a Spy handbook.
How to Be a Spy. Author unknown. A good spy is a master of deception?
It just proves that telling the truth only gets you in trouble.
That's crazy.
A good spy never tells the truth.
I love how like weirdly specific this handbook is. Spies never tell the truth. A real spy never puts the toilet seat down. Real spies know that only the first 3 seasons of Parks and Rec are worth watching and the rest is kind of garbage but. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine? What? Anyway, so eventually the 2 kids get picked up by the OSS and taken to like the main headquarters thing to be briefed about what's really been going on with their parents and the whole world in general.
Oh, look. In case anyone ever wonders where all the spies are.
Okay, that one got me. That's kind of funny.
Our entire system's been locked up for the past 12 hours. Can't access anything at all.
We think you two have what it takes to help.
Do you want us to be real spies?
Don't get carried away, kid. I just want you to beat this video game so we can access our systems.
Oh, we're doing the adults don't understand video games routine. Even though gaming's been around for like decades and literally like 90% of all gaming podcasts are run by dudes in their 40s. You're telling me that one person in this room can do this? Not even her? Come on, you know this dude's on her like 4th playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 right now. But no, obviously the entire spy agency is thrust into chaos until these 2 6-year-olds show up and do a wall jump. Anyway, while this is all going on, we come to find out that the parents have been kidnapped by the bad guys, just like in the first movie. Wow, what a coincidence!
Let's find a way out. Oh, did they hurt you, my love? Then let's break out of here.
I'm gonna say that's a trap.
At least we get to meet whoever's behind this. Come on.
You know, as hilariously dumb as this movie is, Gina Rodriguez in these pants is kinda... Anyway, so their cell door randomly opens and they wander out into whatever this place is, and they come face to face with the game maker guy himself.
Oh. Hi. Excuse our appearance. We didn't realize it was Fantasy Friday here.
Nice architecture, by the way. Very, retro video gaming.
What the heck kind of retro games are you talking about? Oh yes, of course, the classic 90s Mayan Aztec games we all played growing up, right? I think this dude just grew up watching a little too much Legends of the Hidden Temple and like me would get viscerally upset at older kids who couldn't put the silver monkey statue together because the frickin' torso's upside down. What are you doing? Anyway, so while this is all going on, wouldn't you know, the OSS headquarters suddenly gets attacked by more of those Mayan Aztec zombie dudes who can throw laser beams. Sure, why not?
Give me that. Let the grown-ups handle this.
Give me the code.
Oh yeah, right, sorry. By the way, Patty had a necklace that had half of the Armageddon code on it, because at the last second the mom like split the code in half, whatever that means.
Yeah, Armageddon was supposed to allow High Score to break into every device on the planet. So why has it stopped halfway?
We're this tracker.
Yeah.
Kids have the missing piece, don't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not at all how programming code works. I mean, never mind splitting it in half, but like, if you just put like one bracket in the wrong spot, the whole thing doesn't even work, and then you just kind of sit there wondering if maybe you've wasted the last 10 years of your life. Anyway, so the OSS agent guy just heroically, triumphantly hands the code over, no questions asked, and Tony and Patty escape in this cool boat plane thing that just so happens to be the only thing in the whole city that's not under the game's control. Ha, wow, isn't that something? So they track their parents' location and fly right into the secret headquarters of the game maker guy, aka this giant Mayan temple just sitting here. Hey, do you think maybe that the supervillain might be in here, guys? Mayhaps?
That wall isn't really there. Oh, polygon-based architecture.
What the heck does that even mean? So, as they sneak through the secret layer, they come upon some very important information about these skeleton monster dudes.
It's close to being combined.
The king is already combining the code. We have to find Mom and Dad now. Those high score characters are just AR overlays too. They're actually robots.
I feel like maybe that's not what AR is. Okay, like, I think you mean holograms? It's not augmented reality if you can see it with your own eyes. That's just reality, bro. Can you believe this kids movie doesn't totally make sense? But like, real talk, I love how in the Spy Kids movies, like, the explanation makes less sense than the actual mystery itself. Anyway, so long story short, Tony and Patty find their parents and break them out, and then they make their way to the secret main computer room, which is surrounded by lava, because of course it is. And they try to delete the Armageddon code, but actually they combine the code, and now Mr. Game Maker Guy can control the entire world, but of course, only from within the video game, obviously, duh.
But we can't stop the king anymore. Well, not physically, obviously, but we can stop him virtually, can't we? The king is using this VR pod to control Armageddon. But if we use these VR pods, then we can beat him the same way you beat high score.
And so, what do you know? They all take about 8 steps, and golly gee, there's 4 VR chairs right there in the middle of this room for no particular reason. So, the end of the movie is them going into the VR world of the video game. They fight a bunch of random dudes, and then the final level of the game itself is they have to do like a one-on-one fight against the Game Maker Guy.
If you lower my health to 0, you win. But if I lower yours, game over.
That's right, the climax of the movie is a grown adult man doing hand-to-hand combat against a 5-year-old kid. Oh, what is this movie? How is this real? Now, Tony ends up winning because he gets this like secret bonus attack thing, and we learn that this guy's dad was actually a supervillain many, many years ago whose plans were foiled by Tony and Patty's mom and dad.
He was a genius that used his technology to make our home country a better place. Sure, his head wasn't always in the right spot, but someone could have helped guide him.
And also, the Armageddon code was originally his, and so the Game Maker Guy wanted to steal the code back from the parents to avenge his father by taking over the world to make people be good?
The only way to make this world better is by force.
And this is something that Patty over here has been talking about the whole movie, okay? Like, she learns that her parents are spies, and they've been beating up bad guys and blowing up bombs and stuff, and turns out she is not a fan of all these shenanigans.
You could have found a better way.
How?
You could have asked nicely to see Mr. Vargos.
Where is this going?
You could have intervened in his plan with a softer touch, so that maybe instead of Operation Fireball, it could be Operation Peace and Harmony.
Operation Peace and Harmony? Why can't we just stop them with rainbows and teddy bears? Anyway, so after they win, the Game Maker Guy is punished by playing his own game to become a better person, or something like that. And so, like, I guess his body is just like sitting in this VR chair for just like several months. No food, no bathroom, nothing. This is a horrifying way to go. But all the same, that's pretty much where the movie ends, with the world being saved and the OSS recruiting these 2 4-year-olds to join the team and fight crime. So if you thought this movie maybe didn't make a whole lot of sense, you'd be right. I mean, I've watched it twice now, and the night terrors have not stopped yet. But hey, it's a Spy Kids movie, whatever that means. Hey, also, don't forget to use my link and code Meyers for 55% off your first month of Scentbird. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. Also, if you have any movies or TV shows you'd like to recommend, send me an email at alexmeyerscontact@gmail.com, and I'll put them on my absurdly long list of movies that I need to get to at some point. Anyway, hope I made your day a little bit better, and I'll see you all next time.